What's going on, great people? It's 18 here, and I came back with a new monster spotlight. Okay, today we will be tasting Brig, the light uh, pirate. Okay, so that we can check his potentials and everything before the Hall of Heroes, because I heard many people saying he's food. I heard many people saying he's so powerful. So I don't really like to listen to people unless I see something with my eyes, okay? And some video, like some pictures, doesn't really like satisfy me, because I see some guy hitting 50k. You never know the enemy defense. You never know anything, the armor debuffs. So I like to test everything with myself. If I see a video, for sure I might trust it and see it because I see it live, okay? But if it's not a video, like if it's not something live, I wouldn't do it, okay? So anyway, we can't have a leader because this leader is in arena, so we can't have a leader to test this. So we will go like this and then take the guy. So let's read his skills first. Swiftly attack an enemy and weakens the defense for 1 turn with a 75% chance, okay? I checked the skill before, so with the skill ups, this goes to 100%. So it means like you have 100% chance to break the defense. The second one deals a powerful attack to an enemy and absorbs 30% of its attack bar. So like you reduce the enemy's attack bar by 30% and you increase yours by 30%. So it's around like it's 60% difference between you and your enemy after the attack, okay? And then the last skill, which is really powerful. This is the one that people say the multiplier is 700. So today we will check the damage, okay? So anyway, it attacks an enemy target and decreases its attack power and defense while preventing them from receiving beneficial effects for 2 turns with a 75% chance, okay? And you really have to pay attention that it prevents them from receiving beneficial effects. Which means if they have beneficial effects, you won't cleanse them, you won't remove their buff and then block it, okay? You will just block it before it happens, but if it happened, you can't change anything about it, okay? And those 75% chance still goes up till 100% when the skill is maxed. So anyway, now let's go and test him, okay? And see how much damage can he do. I got Wall Young here for the attack buff because I don't have a Seek on this account. Oh, okay, anyway. And Bella for sure for the armor debuff, okay? So, we buff. And, okay. Let's keep the right one with full HP. Now, let's test the first skill. Sorry, the third skill and see the damage that it can do. Let's hope it crits. Okay, perfect. $26k. Okay, 26k on armor debuff with attack buff, and let's say critical buff because he critted. So anyway, 26k. It's not really great. It's not really great, but I don't know. Like, we have to check their units. You see the chance of armor debuffing the enemy is really high, which is good, but I don't know if 5.1k without armor debuff. I want to check the first skill on armor debuff with attack buff also. So let's armor debuff this guy, and we need our attack buff. And let's check the second one and see how much it deals with attack buff and armor debuff, and let's hope it crits, okay? Perfect. So 16k from second skill, 26k from third skill, and we will check the first skill now. Just right now. We hit this guy and 10k with critical. So 10, 16, 26. Another 10k. So yeah, 10, 16, 26. I don't know if like it doesn't really hit so hard like that. The 26k is decent. Let's just remind you that when this skill is maxed, it's 2 turns, so you have a 16k damage on 2 turns. This one is 3 turns, I believe, so you have 26k each 3 turns. Let's try again. Oh, that was no crit, so for sure, as you saw, almost no damage, because I guess this guy is doing attack, crit damage attack. Anyway, let's go and check. Yes. Let's go and check the damage here on this boss. Come on, 16k still. 17.7, so almost 18k on the second skill. Almost 17k. Oh, I don't know, like 12k from first skill. Can we have... Oh, Wool Young will finish him. Oh, yes. So it's let's say, like, yeah, from 10 to 12k on first skill, from 16 to 18, and let's say from 26 to 28 on third skill. The damage is decent, but like we have to check the runes first before we can judge the damage, okay? So it's Xaltotun. This is how I read it. Sorry if I misread. Okay. And already thank you very much for letting us do this. Now let's check this guy. Wow, so 74% critical rate, 140 critical damage. That's some decent critical rate and critical damage. 1k attack, like 1.8k. Well, let's check the runes. He's on violent, and wait, what? He didn't proc any violent the last... Wow. He didn't proc a single violent. Wow. Well, anyway, so some speed, critical rate, critical damage. This kinda good rune. Like, if this resistance was attack percent, it would be the perfect rune. Okay, let's check this one. Yeah, attack percent, or only critical rate and some accuracy. It needs critical rate and critical damage. This one has 4 critical rate and 10 accuracy, no attack because it's slot 3, but he can get still critical damage and higher critical rate, so this rune can be improved. This one doesn't have also, like, no critical rate, no attack, so this can be improved also. And this one, 9 critical rate, but still you can get critical damage here and some attack percent. And this one, critical rate, critical damage and attack percent. So this one is kinda decent. So this rune and this rune is decent. This one is kinda like it needs critical damage. But anyway, as you see, there are 2 plus 15 runes, 5-star and 6-star, and here plus 15 critical damage. So I would say, like, if he gets 10 critical damage here, and let's say 10 critical damage here, so that's 20 more. We can't have critical damage here for sure. Here, if we increase this by 6, so 26 critical damage more, and here let's say we will get 5 or 6, so that's 32 critical damage more. So 32 critical damage more, let's say 31, so he will be 170 critical damage on violent. I believe this would, like, we can't increase the attack more because, as you saw already, they are 5-star and 6-star plus 15. If you get some attack percent substats, it won't really increase the attack power that much. So, like, the maximum he would have from attack, like 2k, because that's 1850. So let's say he will get 150 more from substats, so 2k attack and 170 critical damage. I would say, yeah, the third skill would hit 35k. And don't forget that this guy isn't skilled up, okay? So all the damage you saw, like the 10 to 12k you saw from first skill, will be increased by 30%. So the 12k will have 30% more, so 3k, almost 3k, or even more, like 3.5k. So he will hit around 16k on first skill. The second will be increased by 25%, and he was hitting 16k, so 4k more, so that's 20k. And the third skill will be increased by 20%, okay? And he was hitting already 26k. So the 26k, 20% from the 26k, that's like 4 point something. So he will hit 30k if he's just maxed without improving the critical damage and the critical rate. Like the critical rate doesn't really matter because you already saw the damage with critical, okay? And 74 critical rate is really decent. But if we improve the critical damage by 30 more, like we got it to 170, like this guy will hit really hard. I don't know why people are saying he's food for others, okay? And I heard many people saying that this goes through the passive of Theomars. That's not true. And the owner of this Brig, he tested it and posted it to everyone, okay? So if you hit with this skill and then you do the skill which also Megan, for example, has, it also blocks beneficial effects for 1 turn. So if you block the beneficial effects before you get a damage that would kill Theomars, then here you would block her endure, and then you are able to kill her without the passive applying the endure buff, okay? But this doesn't go through the endure buff. So I guess that's all about the guy. So I wouldn't say that this guy is food. It depends on what you need, what you need, because everyone measure and rate the monsters according to what he has. If a level 30 guy doesn't have a nuker or something like that would make really good damage, then this guy would be really great for him. If another guy has like really too much natural 5 stars and he has really too much nukers, so it won't be the highest opportunity for him, the highest priority for him to ruin this guy and play with him, unless he wants some fun or whatever, okay? So just don't listen to people and try to like, you already now know all the potentials. Like I showed you the damage, and the damage after, like, imagine all the damage I said with 30% increased critical damage, so the damage will be insane. Like the third skill would hit up to 35 or 36k as some other people mentioned, okay? So 36k is really decent, and the cool turn is three turns after the, like, he's fully skilled up. This one is 2 turns, and this one is a basic attack, okay? So like he doesn't really have high cooldown to deal 36k or the 26k from the second skill, and already, as you see, he absorbs the attack bar, so he will gain more turns more often. So in my opinion, this guy is really good. People just want skill ups for their water one, because they use, for example, the water one, they have let's say the wind Ifrit or whatever, like whatever monsters that has AoE, and then they want the armor, the buff, and the attack buff, and then they have really a good comp to use him. So for them, this guy isn't really useful, but for you it might be useful, okay? So I know I talked much about it, but I just wanted to clear it, like to clear everything for you, so that you can decide if you really want one for yourself or not. Because remember that the Hall of Heroes will never, like, they will never repeat a Hall of Hero, in my opinion, again. So you have only one chance to get this guy, or you will just have to get him from a Light and Dark Scroll, okay? So now you can decide if you really want to farm and spend energy to get this guy or not, okay? So now I will stop for today. So thanks for watching, and feel free to like or dislike the video, okay? If you hit the like button, it really means too much for me, because it really makes me so happy. It might be a click for you, but for me it really, like, this click means a lot to me, and it makes my day, actually, okay? If you hit the dislike button, like, it really makes me feel bad, but if I get a comment after the dislike button, like that states you did this wrong and did this wrong, that's why we disliked your video, now, like this, at this case, it really makes me so happy also that people are still like, they don't just dislike the video for the sake of disliking it, but they just dislike to like to motivate me and make me improve my videos and make me eager to make some like the videos better. Okay, so please, if you dislike the video, I have no problem if you do this. Just drop me a comment and give me your suggestions, give me your feedback, and tell me what to do to improve the video, so that the next time you watch the video you feel like clicking the like button. Okay, and for sure feel free to subscribe to get all my new videos. So that's all. Thanks in advance, and until the next video, bye.